My name's Paul Eastwood and I'm an artist from Wrexham, and today we are at Mostyn Gallery for my show Unreadings. Unreadings is my attempt at exploring neurodiversity and dyslexia as a dyslexic artist, but in conjunction with that it's also exploring bilingualism as a Welsh English speaker, specifically coming from a non-Welsh speaking family, having learned Welsh through the Welsh education system in Wrexham. I would like to think that I'm first and foremost trying to find my own voice in Wales as a Welsh speaker, and I've kind of questioned what am I? You know, I'm not a first language Welsh speaker, I'm not a learner, and then there's this territory that doesn't exist or is starting to emerge, new speakers / second language speakers. But what happens when you have a learning difference, such as dyslexia, and how do you compensate for enunciation, pronouncing words, accent? And I think that living on the border, having an education on the border, my accent is very different from what you would consider a Welsh language accent, like Gwynedd or South Wales. So I think that the show is a way of looking at that and talking about inclusion and difference. It explores all the nuances of reading, misreading, spelling, misspelling, miscommunication. This isn't an essay, this isn't a journal exploration. It's not aimed at academia, although it could be. So it's a visual show, and it explores that through 4 different mediums, which is drawing, audio, video, and some historical works on loan from the National Library of Wales. So I've been looking for a long time in my practice how letters and words are incorporated into paintings historically. So I came across something called speech scrolls, which existed in paintings around 14th, 15th century, where you would have religious icons and then there would be scrolls incorporated, very elegant, unwinding scrolls with some type of religious information on it. And I was thinking ultimately it was about elitism and hierarchy, wealth and the clergy. And then that really inspired all of the drawings, this kind of knotted scroll or knotted speech, font letters on paper that have been either crumpled up or they're being untangled, as a way to demonstrate some ideas of dyslexia or some ideas of trying to read. You have the audio pieces, which was a challenge because what I didn't want to do was to mimic or make fun of a dyslexic reader. We asked the voice actor to read it perfectly as best as that person could first time without actually looking at the text beforehand. I was interested in the nuances of stutters and thinking process. And we moved the text around on a piece of paper with stickers and then asked the voice actor just to read it out. So the audio pieces actually demonstrate a type of slowing down of reading and an inaccuracy of reading, which then makes it its own piece of work. And then we come on to the video work, and the ideas behind that were to demonstrate my feelings of writing. So the framework that you see in the video is ultimately lines on paper, and then the movement artists or the dancers are the font or the handwriting, and they move in between the lines or the scaffolding. Mostyn is part of a scheme called CELF, where Welsh Government and organisations have decided to lend out collections from National Museum Wales or the National Library. So we were really fortunate to be able to be part of this scheme so we could borrow some historical works that related to the show. And when looking at this idea of, I suppose, Welsh iconography, or what is a Welsh image, and you might think of some historical images of ladies in tall hats. I was the opposite. I was less interested in that and more thinking about how is Welsh language demonstrated in the drawings and paintings or in book format. And I came across David Jones several years ago, born outside of Wales but from a Welsh language family, where his drawings portrayed as text-based, and they seem to be entwined with the lingua franca of Britain, either contemporary as English or historically such as Latin, but then mixed in with Welsh. I think, when you talk about mistakes and reading and poor reading or poor spelling, you could think of it as a huge disadvantage. And to a degree it is. It feels like a struggle at times. But the show was never supposed to be about that. It was supposed to be a celebration of the mistake. And I think what I wanted to try to demonstrate, or for the audience to take away, was that kind of absorbing information through text. So I think ultimately I'd like the audience to, slow down and think differently about how we consume written languages in however way that is presented to us, either through books or through road signs, official documents, or even graffiti.